trying out Streamlabs just to see what difference that gives me from just straight OBS. So play with it for a little bit. It was nice it imported everything. I can easily switch between my different views and stuff. It was nice it imported everything. I can easily. Hey, Jim Bob. Jim Bob Slim Pickens. How you doing today? Like I said, I'm trying to set up Streamlabs instead of just straight OBS using Streamlabs, and just to see what that does. If it's any different. It's not pulling in my chat for one. I'm doing well. I just got home from work not too long ago. So we had a good day. It's nice and sunny. It's 70 degrees out here. Got the windows open. Got a fresh breeze coming through. So it is pretty nice. I thought I would try. It does not seem like my chat is picking in. It's really irritating me. I was hoping I wouldn't have to use just the standard OBS. This gives some nice extra features that just starting to explore, but I can't get the chat to work, and that's going to be an issue for me. Anyways, we'll make do for now. We'll make do. I thought I would take a look at I'm going to get on eBay here, go through some of my save searches, see if I've got any good deals that I might want to jump on, or let me switch here. Bear with me here. Oh, it's Wednesday there. Where are you at? Where are you located at? In Australia or something? It's 5:28 Tuesday evening where I'm at. I'm in Ohio in the United States. Sure, I like this Streamlabs, to be honest with you, or at least I haven't figured it out yet. Western Australia. That's pretty cool. One of my saved searches, and there you go. I think one of my saved searches is this Australia shilling, 1943. I kind of got yeah, I'm on Eastern Standard Time here. So we're 12 hours. You're 12 hours ahead of me. So yeah, one of my searches here that I keep an eye on is this for the 43S shilling from Australia actually, and the reason I have this date, I got I stumbled across one that had the what people are calling the S over D variety, and from my understanding that's just a die chip. It's not really a D. But I thought it was kind of a cool little variety, and I don't know if it sells for any kind of premiums. It doesn't over here in the States. I don't know if it does over there or not. But I keep an eye on it. If I can get one for a good, decent price. Yeah, I might snag it up. Actually, this looks like it might be one. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right there. Yeah, that looks like one there. A lot of times you'll see I'll also have a right in here there's a little die chip that shows up there, which I'm not seeing on this one. You don't see them there all the time, but it does look like one there. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, add this one to my watch list. Can usually find them here. I usually try to keep it under, unless it's a really nice shape for that date. I don't usually pay more than $5 for one. Even that might be a little high at times, but I don't think it's too bad of a price. And for that variety, like I said, I don't know that the variety doesn't sell for much here. Not a lot of people know about it over here. I've talked to one other person, actually from Australia, that does know about it, but I don't know. He never did say whether that's something worth picking up or not. But I keep an eye on them. It's actually a pretty nice one there. I'm not going to pay that for it. It's nice condition. Got a handful of them already. I think I've looked through most of these already. I thought at one point I might try cornering the market on it. if this might be one here. Yeah, on the 2x2 S variety. I'm not sure. It seems pretty expensive. Well, the shipping's quite a bit there. I don't see anything going on with the S there. I've actually got, like I said, I've got quite a few of them already. Let's see if I can. Let me switch to my scoop. Pull some of these out. Some of these you might see prices on, but I didn't pay this for it. Because these you can usually get pretty cheap here in the States. That's a nice toasty one there. I really wish my chat would work. I'm going to move this back over so I can see chat. Let me try popping chat out. That might work a little better. Anyways, okay. Where am I going here? So, like this one's a real nice one. Actually, if you look in there between the, there's no variety on the S. Nothing going on there. There is a little die crack between the 9 and the 4 there. And that's about the spot where a lot of times you'll see that little die chip on the variety. But that's a pretty nice one there. It's good and clean. I would say looks AU or uncirculated to me. Here's for comparison. Yep, San Francisco. I think the U.S. minted those for a few years, back in the 40s. Probably during World War II. Here's a 44, San Francisco as well. It's in pretty nice condition as well. It's pretty nice. Let's see, let me get these out of here. This one's a little better, more worn. I'm not seeing anything going on there. But still nice. Hey Chef, how you doing? Glad you come by. It's all good. You can't stay, but I'm gonna try to come on a little bit more. Usual. Here's one right there. Appreciate anybody can come in and say hi and drop a like. Trying to build up some traffic to my channel a little bit. I don't really care so much about monetizing, but just get some traffic in there. But here, so here's another 43, and you can see the extra there. Did they, Jim Bob? Did they make a Denver? Or did they mint them in Denver back then? I don't recall. Let me take a look. Go on my favorite Numista. Get the chat back over here where I can see it. did in some series. I'm not sure about these shillings. I don't believe so. I know I believe like in the sixpence here. See there they made some Denver mints. But the shillings I don't think they did. And that's what was kind of weird. If I remember, PL mint mark for London. I don't think I ever seen one of those. Yeah, these shillings don't seem to have any Denver. As you can see, I got quite a few of the 43s. I've been snagging those up as I can find them. But anyway, this is one here that has the variety there, and actually this one as well has a little chip right there on the 9. Like I say, you don't see them on all of them, and I've seen them with different sizes. But that's another marker that you can find. And there's another one. Try to get the glare off of there. So I've read different things. Some people say it's a D, some people say it's just a die chip. Yeah. Couldn't tell you. There's a little marker there. I think what I've seen though is I've poked around eBay that probably about 1 in 20 or so that I've seen on eBay anyways. Maybe that's a little too high even. Have this variety. Like that, I've been able to manage to pick up a few of them. But the 44. There we go. 44S. That's another clean, uncirculated example there. I have other dates too. Some I'm just not getting out here. That one looks like nothing going on there. Nothing going on in that one. I think that's all I have right here anyways. What is this one? I have some other ones that are pretty low grade that are just sitting in a kind of a junk silver bin. It's a 43, that's clean. So I have 2 of the 3 or 4 of them that don't have it, that are in a junk. So that's I've noticed that these shillings, I've found a lot of nice looking shillings where some of the other denominations. And I don't know why. Did they not circulate as much? Did they not? Did some of these ones? I see a lot more of the S Mint marks here in the United States. So did they not leave the U.S. and somehow get out here? Was it just the military folk bringing them back here to the U.S.? What? Not quite sure, but I've noticed that too. The shillings tend to stay in much better condition than the other denominations, and even some of the older shillings didn't quite stay as nice. Here's a 24 that has definitely seen some circulation. A little bit of detail on the crown there, but here's a florin that has definitely seen better days. Huh. I wonder why that is. I mean, is it just that they aren't being circulated as the current 5 cent? Do they not circulate as much? I know here in the U.S., I mean, obviously nobody uses $50 pieces or the dollar coins here, so they don't circulate much at all. But I mean, the quarters are a workhorse. The 25 cent, that's our workhorse here. I would say the dimes, dimes stay pretty nice. Yeah, I've got a few of those. This is probably one of my more. I don't have a ton of Australian coinage. Let me take that back. I have a lot of decimal coinage that I picked up in bulk lots, but I've not really paid much. I don't know the varieties. I don't know a lot of the details of the decimal stuff, but I tried to focus more on the pre-decimal items. I just found another 43. Here's another one. I try to focus more on the silver, and it doesn't have one. This looks good on that. And the early copper, the half pennies and the big pennies, large pennies. Here's a 22 half penny. I've got quite a few of the old coppers. The one with the kangaroo on them. Got quite a few of those. This florin, this was actually listed at I actually found this one on eBay, and it was actually listed as a 1915 H. There's definitely not an H there, which I think it should be right above the date there. Or is it right below? One of those two. And if I recall quite correctly, and I didn't even notice it when I bought it, because he had it priced at a good price for the 15H, which 15H had 750,000 of them minted, where the 1915, which was this, only has 500,000. So yeah, I prefer the sterling. I'll pick up what I can get at the right price, but I don't have a ton of the 50%. Here's actually another shilling that I got from 62, and it's a 50%er. But I got it for accordingly the price. I tend to I don't think I do. I couldn't say for sure, but I don't think they're 80% silver. I'm almost positive I don't then. Um, I've got some of the 50 centers, but I don't think I have any of the silver ones. I'm poking around on, not that I'm showing anybody, but I'm poking around on Numista here as we talk. I kind of want to see what I'm looking at here. No, I do not have one of those. Do not have one of those. Wouldn't mind getting one. So it's the only, I'm reading this, for the only circulating 50-cent piece containing 80% silver. Neat. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on it. Only rounds on just that year too. Yeah. I know I have some of these. I know I have some of the copper nickel ones. I do know that. Very cool. So yeah, that's my little. I keep a lot of my Australian stuff in a little coin album like this. These are real handy to get them for about $5 off of Amazon. There's a camera. Get them for $5 or so off of Amazon. So I got a couple of these, and I've got a lot of my Australian silver anyways in here. All those 43s I pulled out of here. I've got a handful of other shillings. So 40, what was that? 44, 42, a couple 42s. Here's some sixpence. There, nothing real exciting, nothing too expensive. I have a couple florins. This one up here is actually a South African. It's kind of a neat coin. But I put it in there with that too. Yeah, I really like this album. It's handy to carry with me. It's small enough that I can just slap it on the and it holds. It's a hold I think 60 coins. So, and they're pretty cheap. So, this is a South African 2.5 shillings, 1937. This is another one that had a low mintage. I don't quite remember off the top of my head what it is. It has a pretty low mintage. It's a nice big coin. Probably it's a little bit larger than the American half dollar. So that's in there. I also have some German stuff in here. There's here's a nice one from Turks. What is this? Turks and Caicos. I don't even know where that's at. I've heard of it. I've got coins from it, but I don't even know where that's located at. Might be, I think it's maybe in the Caribbean somewhere. Could be wrong. But this is a big old hunk of silver. I think it's like 1.25 ounces. And a nice proof coin. It's got the Georges on there. Or who is that? That's George III. I think you're all George III. Yeah. So the different designs of George III. And then all those scratches, that's from the flip. The coin's almost spotless. It has a bit of toning around the rim. Excuse me. I don't know if it comes with here. You can see a little bit of the toning starting there. But it's a big old slab of silver, and the cool thing about it too, I have to look it up, but there's only a little over 1,900 of these minted, so it's a really low mintage coin. They actually have one that has, I think, Queen Victoria on it. It has the different designs for Queen Victoria. So I wouldn't mind picking that one up. And this is what is this one? The 20 crowns. I believe they have a 50 crowns. That's like 2 or 3 ounces of silver. This is a bit larger than like the Morgan dollars, large American silver dollars. I think, you know what, let me just go over here because you guys will enjoy seeing this. Turks and Caicos. And I forget what year that is. It's usually easier to look up stuff from by year. 1977. Okay, so here's the 20 crown one that I own. So this 45 millimeters is larger than our silver dollar. Here's the 20 crown with Queen Victoria. So it's got a similar look to it. They actually have as well a 50 crown. They only did these in Queen Victoria. Oh no, I take that back. So they have a 50 crown silver, and I think it's like 2.5 ounces of silver. But it's another 5 millimeters wider than this one. And then they also have 100 crown, and these are gold. So I am not going to own that. And it looks like that might be kind of small. Like maybe based on that price, you're probably looking at what, a 1/4 ounce, something like that. Yeah, if you're talking about the toning on this one, I thought that too. When this isn't these aren't my coins, but Numista has a. They picked a nice one to display there. So anyways, that's some cool stuff there. Let me switch back to eBay here. I think I've gone through most of this stuff and really didn't find anything that interested me. Let's see what this one is here. Yeah. That looks like a nice one there. I'm not going to pay that kind of money for it. It's a nice looking one. goodness. I wonder if that's really worth that. $10,000 US. I think that's a little pricey. I mean, it is a nice one if it's graded, but I don't think I pay that much for it. This is one that probably looks a lot nicer in hand than it is on a picture. Maybe not. It's some pretty crappy spotting up there. First I saw this, I thought, it might not be too bad. Yeah. I'm always looking for a deal. You can find some good stuff yet on eBay. If you kind of know what you're looking for. Which, I won't say I know what I'm looking for all the time. But I learn. So what are you doing up so early in the morning? Morning your time anyways. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to wind down and finish my Tuesday. And you're just getting ready to start your Wednesday. I know Peavy a lot comes on and he'll go on eBay and kind of show what he's looking for and kind of take a look at stuff. And I've always kind of enjoyed that because I like to learn what he's looking for, because he's looking for, a lot of times he's looking to resell. So he's looking for stuff that he can make money off of that, so I kind of like, I don't mind. Yeah, eBay's great, man. I know a lot of people, bad mouth it and complain about it, but if you know what you're looking for and you're careful and you buy from a reputable dealer, you're probably not going to have problems. And I've never had. I've got a couple dealers that I go back to all the time. I've got my favorites, but I'm always looking at other people too and seeing what I can pick up. Haven't been to bed yet. Oh my goodness. That's true. I know evening time here is from now till about 10-11 o'clock our time here is the busy time. I got a few good ones on tonight. It's hard to actually fit a live stream in sometimes. I just kind of, I'm not too worried about it. I'm probably not going to be steady. I'll be a steady live streamer, but probably not a scheduled time, at least not yet. Maybe I'll get to that point, but not there yet. Yeah, that looks like it's good, but for 3 of them, $16. It's a little more than I'd pay for it, but it's still not a bad deal. Maybe if it had the variety on it, I might pick it up. But that's the one problem with buying non-US coins. Sometimes there's not a good market for resale. Depends on what it is, but especially when you start looking at varieties and stuff like that, you're just not going to get. You're not. It's hard to find buyers for stuff like this. So, me picking up all these varieties for this 43, it's more of an interest of mine more than trying to get it for resale or anything like that. Because I haven't seen that they're going for a ton of money anywhere. If I look at, let's look at the sold, just for fun. Let's look at the sold copies of it. And did somebody just buy this? Did you just buy this? Is that the one that I just was looking at? Yeah. Did you buy that? That's cool if you did. I should have jumped on it. I put that on my watch list and it's gone. Just like that. It's hard to believe, actually. Yeah, see, something like that. That's not a bad deal for. Yeah, and it seems like shipping, for some reason, shipping between the U.S. and Australia. I mean, I know we're a good distance apart, but it seems really expensive. Do you typically, when you get stuff off eBay, do you typically get it from Australian sellers, or um, do you get it from U.S. buyer or U.S. sellers as well? That's funny. That thing sold while I was sitting here looking at my other ones. That's hilarious. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it didn't. Hmm. Huh. Kind of makes me wonder, though. Let's see this guy's other items. Does it? Yeah, it's crazy how much it costs. It's weird how some it must be the deals that they have worked out because we can ship stuff or buy stuff from um, seems like just as far away, and it costs a fraction of what it costs to Australia. Actually, for us to ship to Canada, even sometimes it seems like it's really expensive, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, Mostly Australian suppliers, yeah. I mean, I typically just buy from U.S. too. I've bought a few things overseas. I worry sometimes when you get into, especially silver. I don't think I'd worry too much about Australia, but sometimes you get in some of the European countries. I've noticed, especially the Eastern European, you have to start worrying about fakes, and while they may not try to counterfeit a 43 shilling from Australia, but yeah, I get a little nervous sometimes shipping from there. But I've had good luck from Canada. I've had good luck from like England. I've had good luck from actually from Israel. Um, I got something from Israel a couple months around Christmas time, and I came really fast, surprisingly. So I've had some luck overseas, but I typically stick with the U.S. It's shipping's cheaper, and hey, I can find just about anything, anyways. And sometimes with some of these world coins, you get them cheaper because people in the there's I've noticed that collecting world coins here in the U.S. is well, there's plenty of collectors. Um, just if my sample is going to coin shows and actually the YouTube community here, there's not the percentage of people that know about world coins that don't live in that country. So, obviously you're going to know more about Australian coins than I ever will. But here in the U.S., the YouTubers, there's not a ton of world coin people. Actually, myself and Cheapskate, and he has a few other guys. We were talking about doing a live hangout from time to time, kind of doing a Q&A, kind of focused on world coins and ancients. Ancients isn't something I'm familiar with, but world coins I've kind of gravitated to over the last couple of years. I've been collecting for 40 years, and the big part of that was always U.S. coins, obviously, but I've always kind of had an interest in world coins. We get a lot of Canadian coinage here in Ohio. We border Canada, and so we get a lot of Canadian coins. So that kind of piqued my interest even as a young kid. And then, when I discovered, when eBay became a thing, and I discovered the joys of that, and because I don't have a lot of coin shops around me, never did. But anyways, so this is interesting. So this one still seems to be available. But if I look at the sold listings for this guy, he has one. If I look at the original listing, has a little bit of a dark spot down here below the G, a little bit of crud in between the 4 and the 3, a little darker toning on the between the star and the A. Hey, Nine Dimes, how you doing? Yeah, world coins, so much variety, and don't get me wrong, I still love U.S. coins, but so much variety on world coins that it's in the history behind them. So I'm trying. Okay, so we got the little darker toning here. It looks like there's the variety here on the S, and that block spot here below the G. A little bit of crud in between the 4 and the 3. So let's go back to that one that's still open. Let's see if this is the same picture. That's different. It is definitely different. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. That is definitely the variety there. Oops. If I go back to the sold, I don't know why I'm obsessing over this. I should just buy the dang thing and be done with it. It's under my price point that I'm usually trying to keep it at. Yeah, it has a little mark there too. It's definitely different. But it does have a little bit of mark there. Alright. So, well, if anybody jumps on it before I do, then I wasn't meant to have it. So how you doing, Nine Dimes? Oops. Let's see. Switch back to here. too many windows open. I feel like did I just end the stream? Is anybody still there? Here we go. Thought I ended the stream there for a second. Yeah, I got home from work about an hour ago or so, and my wife just told me dinner's ready, so I think I'm gonna go eat. So I will. Yeah, I had started a stream a few minutes ago. Well, a few minutes before I started this one, I started a stream and then canceled it right away, and I still had the dashboard open for that one. I thought I was on. Anyways, getting confused on it. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and maybe I'll come back on a little bit later. And I'm not sure who's on the night, but yeah. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out, Jim Bob and Nine Dimes. Thanks for stopping by, and we will probably catch you a little bit later.